Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas day. I don't even know what we're on anymore. 5, 6. So today I'm going to be cooking some braised steak and mash. So if you're interested to see how I do it, then just continue to watch.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
You guys loved the cook with me's that I did, and I thought what better thing to do than some really nice winter cozy food for Vlogmas. So I'm going to be cooking today another slow cooker recipe. So these are great for me because they are quick, they are easy, there is minimal effort, and it's something you can whack all in the slow cooker and leave pretty much all day to cook. First, show you what you're going to need. Again, I've tried to keep everything really good value and least preparation possible. So the first couple of times I've made this, I did use like carrots and celery separately and onions chopped up separately, but since then I've actually found a great thing in Aldi, which I'm sure other supermarkets do as well, but that also saves me lots of time. So you are going to need some diced beef. Now I get this from Aldi and it is the 700g packets, and I put 2 in. And if you've not followed my channel for a while, you will not know, but I bulk up all of my meals so that I have some for today, for me and Matt, for the boys, and then also more for dinner the next day and some to freeze. So we've got 2 lots of diced beef. I'm also going to pop in a big punnet of mushrooms because we love mushrooms in this house. You are also going to need some vegetables. Now I have found these casserole of vegetables in Aldi. These are amazing. They're a mix of potatoes, carrots, swedes, leek and onion, and they aren't expensive at all. I'll have to check, but I think they're about £1 a bag. So I'm going to pop 2 bags of those in, but you can put any other vegetables in if you like. If you've got any leftover vegetables, whack them in as well. And then all you need for the sauce is, now you do need some Worcester sauce, but I haven't got any today. Run out. I'm waiting for my shop to come, but yeah, you can put a tablespoon of Worcester sauce in, but I don't think it overly matters. The main thing that bulks up this is Marmite. My Marmite jar seems to be a little worse for wear, but you'll need Marmite. You will also need some stock cubes. You will need some tomato puree, and then also optional herbs and spices. Now I tend to put a little bit of thyme in my braised steak, but I find that thyme is it is a taste that it's not for everybody. I really like thyme in my braising steak, and I really like it in my chasseurs, but it's not for everybody. So just bear that in mind, just put whatever you want in really. I'm going to go and cook it now. The first thing that I'm going to do though is I'm going to be getting the beef and I'm going to be browning that off in the frying pan. So let's go and do that now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the beef in to brown. So I'm just going to pop my hob on, get my pan nice and hot, brown off the diced beef. So this is just to keep in the moisture into the meat. And if you do a lot of meat like me, then you just need to do it in sections. And it's heating up, I'm just going to put my slow cooker on over here. Probably have to do a pack at a time. So you just want to seal it all the way to make sure it's all browned. Okay, so once you've got your beef all browned in there, you can tilt this. That's all browned off in there, and then literally add everything to it. The 2 bags of veg. You could in fact use frozen in there if you wanted as well. Shove it all down. Then it says to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, but I literally whack in the whole tube because I just think flavour, why not? Also, I'm making a lot more than the recipe, so put all of that in. One thing that I forgot to mention is garlic. So it says to put cloves of garlic in. Now I just use this very lazy garlic. God, I sound lazy. This is just so good and so easy. I get mine from Tesco. I think Lidl sell a version as well. I think it's like 1 spoon is 1 clove or something, I don't know, but yeah, I use this. I don't really measure it either. I like my food just to be, like I say, just really tasty. So I will probably pop like 2 heaped teaspoons in there, like our garlic. Marmite, so you're supposed to put in 2 teaspoons, but again, because I'm making a bigger batch, I will probably put 4 teaspoons in. So 4 big teaspoons of Marmite. Now, if you don't like Marmite, don't worry. It's not going to make your dish taste like Marmite. It almost just gives it a really nice, rich gravy taste. It doesn't give it a Marmite taste, so don't worry about that if you are worried. It says a teaspoon of thyme, but again, I'll just sprinkle some in. I'm not one for measurements, as you can gather. Then I put in 4 stock cubes. Now I do think with anything like this, the more the merrier, because it just really gives it flavour. But you can put in as little or as much in as you like. It's not a recipe that you have to hold down to a T, but it's just your personal, just my personal preference. Okay, and once that's in, you just want to add some water. So I'm just going to put in 800 ml of water. Now with this, if you're using frozen veg, I'd put in less than this, because the water that comes out of the vegetables will make it watery. But just 800 ml is enough. You can always add a bit more. And something else you can add in if you want to is red wine. Red wine is lovely in this, but this is a Slimming World recipe, so everything I've put in here is Slimming World friendly, it's sin free. So if you want to add anything like red wine in, obviously you have to sin it, but then what I'm just going to do is whack this on high. Where's my lid? This will stay on now for like 6 hours probably, until Matt gets home, and then I will cook some mashed potato to go with it, or root mash, which I will show you later on, and then that is it. So the good thing about this that you've got to remember is just to cook it for a long time and make the meat really soft, and that is it though. That is done, that is all in. Bish bash bosh, real good wintry comfort food nosh. It's a bit dark now, but this is what it looks like. This has been cooking now for about 6 hours. So yeah, that is how it's looking, and all I do is boil some potatoes, which are on the hob now, and then that's it. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's served.